How's it going, everyone? WTFSexyHeadphones here. Happy Wednesdays or Thursdays to you guys. Don't mind me. I'm just finally playing a little bit more with this recording program where I can do stuff like this. See this guy right here? Painting a masterpiece. Let me tell you, this guy knows what he's doing. Anyway, you also want to know what else I've been screwing with? This one I've actually messed with for a while. I'll let you in on one of my secrets. One of my trade vlogging secrets. You ready? Boom! Fake... God, look how, like, pale my lips look when I turn this off. Fake makeup! I don't care enough, I guess, about my appearance to do real makeup, but I care enough to do the fake makeup. It looks actually pretty fucking decent. Like, it looks pretty normal for the most part. But yeah, fuck yeah. If I want to be lazy but still kind of look good, boom. Anyway, let's get into the meat of the conversation, shall we? It's going to be a rant vlog. I personally think my rant vlogs are my best vlogs, and I quite like them. This is going to be a old topic, but current topic, if you will. Let's talk about the GPU crisis. I'm gonna call it a crisis because that's what it feels like. In case there's any of you guys who just somehow have no idea what's going on in the graphics card market, let me break it down to you real quick. Crypto people suck dick, and so do scalpers, and fuck all y'all. I hope your house burns. Not with anyone in it, but with all of your rigs and your shit. I just hope it burns. But anyway, so if you guys recall, like a year or so back, I made a vlog like, I'm going to look at upgrading my computer. And then some of you were like, well, Taryn, they're going to come out with new graphics cards soon, so you should wait on that. And you know what I did? I did wait on that. And then the 30 series came out with the graphics cards, and they're amazing. And then you just could never buy one since they came out. Literally, they came out September of last year, and you still can't fucking get one. It has almost been a year. And it's so annoying. And now that Stalker 2 has a release date, while I do still have some time, I want to get a PC build at this point. I'm like, okay, like the waiting time is over. I need to start trying to get a graphics card because my PC doesn't meet the recommended requirements for Stalker 2. And I think we all know that I need to play Stalker 2 at the highest settings possibly can for you guys when I record and I upload it. And if my PC doesn't even meet recommended settings, we're gonna have a bad time. Yes. So it has been, I'm assuming there's a bunch of you who are probably going through the same thing. Getting a graphics card is still a nightmare. And you know what pisses me off? You know what just really chaps my ass? There's a lot of things that chap my ass about this. You know what really chaps my ass? It's been almost an entire year since these cards were out, and I feel like only relatively recently, in the last chunk of months, have companies bothered to try and combat the bullshit, which is, again, pretty much scalpers and crypto bitches having purchasing bots, and the moment they come on the market, they just literally buy them all up instantly in a matter of freaking less than a minute. So where just a plain Jane like myself who just wants to play Stalker 2 can't get a fucking graphics card. Nor can any of you guys probably, unless you're one of those people. If you're one of those people, shame on you. Shame. But anyway, it feels like only recently companies tried to combat this nonsense. So I've been doing the New Egg Shuffle thing, the New Egg Shuffle, where you literally just throw yourself into a lottery and you might get an email saying, we'll let you buy this. Congratulations, you're allowed to spend your hard-earned money on a graphics card. So I've been doing that with literally zero luck. And the other kicker is, too, now this is just kind of my personal kicker, if you will, or anyone who I guess is like me, I just very specifically want a 3080. That's it. I don't want the 3070. I don't want the 3070 Ti. I don't want the 3080 Ti because that's a bit too much money in my eyes. The 3080 just seems perfect. I'm willing to spend the $700 for that, just the plain Jane, or even if it's one of those ones that gives you a little extra features and it's $800, maybe $850, I'm willing to go. But once we hit that 1,000 mark, get the fuck out of my face. But And with Newegg Shuffle, I virtually haven't been able to enter the damn Newegg Shuffle in like a week or two because it's literally 3070, 3070 Ti, 3080 Ti, 3090, and also here's PlayStation 5. And I'm just like, So me and a bud have literally been like, okay, Best Buy is our next biggest hope because Newegg is just sucking at life right now. They ain't sucking at life. They're doing their thing, but they just don't have the shit that I need. So then me and a bud are in a Discord server that notifies you the moment stuff drops. So we pretty much always have Best Buy's page open, and then when you get it, you're going to Best Buy. Now, here's the way Best Buy does it, and this is what is also sucking a lot of dick here. For one, you're fighting purchasing bots, but that's all right. We already know that. We discussed that. Let's just throw that away for now. So how Best Buy's doing it is when you get an add to cart button, you hit add to cart, it goes gray. At the top, they tell you, we're making everyone go through an added process. It will give you add to cart. It's kind of, I guess it puts you in like a small mini queue. And they're like, if we still, the cart, they're like, you'll get the add a cart button again soon. And then obviously you just buy as quick as you can or you're SOL. Here's the issue me and my friend get. Despite the fact that it has been online only, we have gotten it into our cart. We go to check out and it says, not available in your area. And it's just like, but we're shipping the card because it's online only. And they're just like, not in 200 miles. And you're just like, but you shipping me the card, bro. What do you mean? None in my area. Of course there's none in my area. It's online only. What do you expect? You shipping it. So, despite the fact that I knew that this was futile, I didn't think it would be as futile as it was. But I'm like, you know, they got the little chat. So I'm just like, I'm going to talk to a Best Buy representative and just see if I can get an idea. And I have my own theories, but I'm like, let me see if I can have them either confirmed or get an idea why something that is online only that I had the smallest opportunity to put in my cart was just like, yeah, there's none in a 200-mile radius. And I'm just like, that's cool. Do you know how shipping from a warehouse works for an online-only product? So I literally get into a chat and I'm like, hey, I just had a question about like how something works with an online-only item, blah, blah, blah. You know, the dude's like, I need the SKU and so forth. And I'm just like, okay, it's a graphics card. And I'm kind of potentially assuming that they might already like been through this a million times in the last year. But I'm just like, it's a graphics card. And I'm like, I'm trying to get some clarification on how this online process works. And I sent him this info and he's like, well, I hate to inform you, it's sold out. I'm like, yeah, no, that's cool. Like, I totally get it. This is me fake typing. This is how I type to people in chat. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I totally get it that it's sold out. I understand that. However, earlier, I was able to get it in my cart, and then when I went to do the checkout, it didn't tell me that they're not available and that they're sold out. It told me that there's none available in my area at all. And the funny thing is if you go back to Best Buy's main page, again, it doesn't tell you sold out. It says, you know, see further details, and you literally have to put in a zip code where they're in the available in your local whatever. And so I can't even remember what the guy said, but long story short, he just kept telling me the same thing over and over, and he's just like, yeah, well, you know, like stock is really limited. You know, sadly they sell out really quickly and stuff. You just got to be fast. And I'm like, yeah, no, cool. Like, again, I get that. I get the process. I've been through the process. I'm like, however, I'm trying to understand why an online only product that you can ship to me is telling me it's not available in my local area, and but someone else in a different state can buy it right now, but it's online only and it's shipping to me, but it ain't available in my local area. And he just keeps saying the same shit. And eventually, like, I just stop and I'm just staring at the chat like, I deadass don't know how to respond. I'm like, I dead ass don't know how to respond anymore because you keep not answering the question. You keep giving me just an answer about stock levels. And I'm like, but I'm like, I understand it's low stock. I understand it's, I get like, I know the rigmarole. I understand how this works. I've been trying for months. And then eventually he's like, are you still there? Do you still need help? And I'm just like, I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm sorry. You just weren't really answering my question. So no, thank you. Bye. I'm just like, I figured maybe it might be a long shot to get some answers, but like not to the point of somehow just not understanding what I felt like was a basic question. He kept just giving me the, oh yeah, it's super in demand and stock levels are low. I'm like, cool, but why is it not available in my local area when it's shipped? When it's online only? I know it ain't in my store, but why the hell can someone in Wisconsin get it and I can't get it? I got no answers there. So then, if you guys been watching what's going on, so then Best Buy did something different. In their stores, they were going to have the Founders Edition, and they were going to actually have the graphics cards in the stores to help combat the like scalpers, purchasing bots, and things like that, to give the average Joe, if you show up in person, you can get it. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, there's a Best Buy near me. Unfortunately, it wasn't by me whatsoever. It was only select stores, and the closest location was, I almost said 200 miles away. The closest location was 2 hours away, and I'm just like, fuck, I just can't win. So I look up the locations, obviously, because I knew the closest one was whatever. And at first I think, well, I have the day off that it releases. This was Tuesday. That was yesterday. Yeah. This was yesterday. I'm like, I have the day off. Maybe I'll just do the drive. But I'm like, however, they released this article Monday. I'm like, people line up and camp for this shit. Stock is going to be limited to some extent, obviously. It would really suck. And it's also like, you know, they give out tickets at like 7:30 in the morning. I hate morning. I loathe morning. So I'm like, I'd have to be up at like 4 something to get up to drive there to get in line, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, there might be a retarded line. So I'm like, Monday night, I'm going to call and see if they got a line. I call and they're just like, we're not accepting calls right now. And I'm just like, fuck! So I continue to look at locations. I'm like, all right, girl, what resources do I have to myself? I found out that there was a graphics card. One of the stores that were doing the graphics card drops was where my uncle lives. My Uncle Don is an OG. Hi, Uncle Don. I know you watch these vlogs. My Uncle Don is an OG. So I messaged my Uncle Don and I'm just like, hey, Uncle Don, like, are you a morning person? Do you know where this Best Buy is? And then after just being really silly about it, I was like, would you be willing to wake up early and check out this situation and see if you could get a graphics card for you? My Uncle Don was like, anything for you, princess. Fuck yeah, Uncle Don. You are such an OG. I love you. I love you. So my Uncle Don is literally like going to go to a Best Buy early in the morning and see. And of course, I'm like, I don't want to inconvenience people too terribly much. In my eyes, it's already inconvenience, but I was like, I'm going to ask the favor because I have zero chance to do this. So I'm like, Uncle Don, I'm like, could you go there, please? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then I was just like, you know, if the line is too long, you know, don't bother because for one, the chances of you get anything is slim and then you're just going to be waiting forever. And sure enough, people started camping out 2 days prior. The line was going completely around the building. And that has been the GPU crisis. So now it's literally, once again, hoping the shuffle actually has the card that I'm looking for, or trying to somehow manage an online Best Buy drop where it's just going to tell me that it can't ship to my area anyway for God knows why. And apparently Best Buy people don't understand that either. So they won't help me out with that either. I have until April. I'm not out of time yet. I have until April to get my ass a 3080. But hey, if any of you guys know any secret that I am missing, let me know. Because everything I've tried has failed. And I'm sure, honestly, probably for you guys, if you're doing the same as I am, it's probably the same thing. But if y'all have any other info you can throw my way, or honestly, if y'all know a pre-build site, but not one that it's just like, here's whatever the fuck is in it, take it. But if you guys know a website that lets you customize and make your own pre-build, but not for an astronomical markup, that's something reasonable, let me know. Because this shit sucks. Fuck the scalpers. Fuck the crypto bitches. I hope all of your computers melt and die in a horrible fire. Not you people, not your pets, not your family. I just hope all of your inventory and whatever you got going on to do what you do, I hope it all burns. I really do. I hope it burns. Anyway. Are you guys going through the GPU crisis like I am? Did any of you guys get a graphics card in the recent drops? Do you guys just have better luck than I do? Or do you have a bigger variety that you're trying to go for? My kicker is it'd be nice if I was open to flexibility, but I'm not. I very strictly am like, I want the 3080 and nothing else. 3080 Ti is too much for me, and I ain't paying 3080 Ti kind of money, and then I don't want the 3070s because I want to get a bit of a higher upgrade. And unfortunately, that's like the fucking hardest one to get now, isn't it? That's like the most difficult damn one to get your fingers on. Oh, and then I did EVGA. Why did I think I was going to say that wrong? EVGA, whatever. I have a, what do they call it? An elite membership. So when they did like these drops where again, they do a notification queue as well, I put my email in the notification queue, like I woke up early the moment they did like the notification drop to put you in the queue to purchase a graphics card. I did it like immediately. I was like 128th in queue and I'm just like, oh, that's awesome. And then when you go to this one website that calculates the time for you that I can't even remember what the website was called, it's like, you're gonna get one in 2026. That's the time your time will be up, is 2026. All this failure hurts me right in here, right in the boob. JK, my heart. The boob's a little lower gravity. Anyway, have you guys been going through this fun? Is your shit more up to date than mine and you don't gotta bother with it? I hope it is. For your guys' sake, I hope it is. Because it has been maddening and I've been trying to think as much outside as the box I can within reason without getting my money to the grimy little scalpers and all their scalping bullshit. And I'm just an underdog in this game and I don't think it's gonna be one of those underdog victory stories. Because apparently with Best Buy, I can't even get it shipped to me. For some reason, even if I get it into my cart, they're just like, yeah, there's none by you. And I'm just like, bitch, of course there's none by me. I know that. Ship it to me, you asshole. It's in my cart. Anyway, I think that's done with the rant. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys are through the same pain. Oh my God, look at that little person on a scooter. Did you see that? Are they gonna go by again? I hope they do. Oh, there's a little guy surfing. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have a happy rest of the Wednesdays and Thursdays. It's pretty late in the day. I'm doing this after work. And I will hopefully see you in Stalker and Metro. I didn't manage to do that last week, but maybe, maybe this week. Bye! Feel my power!